The Great Smokies and the Blue Ridge Parkway continue to be major economic drivers for Western North Carolina.
This evening, News 13's Taylor Thompson looks into a National Park Service report that shows where visitation is up and what keeps people coming back.
A National Park Service report showed that more than 15 million people visited here on the Blue Ridge Parkway in 2022, contributing more than $1.3 billion to our local economy. In the Great Smoky Mountains, the NPS report shows that visitor spending brought $3.3 billion to the local economy. In North Carolina alone, the National Park tourism is contributing $3.96 billion to the state economy. Here in Asheville, where the Blue Ridge Parkway runs through, tourists continue coming back for the views and staying for the culture.
We just try to visit around and visit the mountains, so here we are.
Mary and her family coming all the way from France.
So it's like going to be a fresh start for us, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it. It's going to be nice. We're going to be doing some hiking and seeing everything, the sceneries here, and just looking and enjoying.
Theresa and Jason Bond also contributing to the more than 15 million visitors on the parkway.
Yeah, we were here 2 years ago, and it's such a beautiful area. We're actually considering moving down here. The mountains, they're beautiful.
The NPS report adding that while people come to the parkway to drive and hike, it's much more than that.
We're going to go drive the Blue Ridge Parkway today. We're going to do the Biltmore tomorrow, and possibly some hiking. We like to go to the breweries.
The parkway, the report adding, was always envisioned as a driver for tourism, bringing people like Anna and Ivan Stojic from tourists to residents.
We were living in California for a long time, and it's too many people, not enough nature. Some friends told us about this area. First time we came, we said, we're in. Where can you be half an hour from where you live? And this, just beautiful.
And the NPS report says that these numbers show just how important national parks are to the economy.
Woodfin town leaders give the green light to a 300-unit subdivision with a condition. At least 30 of the homes will be affordable for someone making around $50,000. News 13's Kimberly King reports from the proposed project along Goodman Road, just off Riverside Drive near the French Broad River.
The developer is based in Florida, and the huge tract of land is to my left. And the subdivision would be comprised of townhomes and single-family homes. Of course, everyone in this quiet area isn't happy about the news.
Wow.
That's Angie Baker's first impression.
That's crazy they want to put all that over there.
In her hands, the master plan for 300 homes on an 87-acre tract, just feet from where she's renting a mobile home.
It seems like that's all they do anymore, build in Asheville. More and more people, more and more houses.
Such is the reality for Asheville and its surrounding spots, like the town of Woodfin, as Western North Carolina continues to grow. The developer, Ventana, says homes will start around $300,000 and go up to $600,000.
I was surprised at the number of units they were going to put in here.
Town approval comes with the stipulation that at least 30 of the homes are priced so someone making around $48,000 can afford to buy. Mayor Jerry V. Hahn.
We wanted to have some workforce housing here in Woodfin because we've got a lot of people that will use this housing. This is going to be the lower priced ones along here.
Ventana, the developer, confirms it's owned the land for a decade. The master plan shows lower density relative to other large projects like it and includes walking trails. The developer says there are about 3 units per acre and they're using about 50% of the overall land. This neighbor spoke with us on the condition we not show his face.
I know they'll bring in more property tax for Woodfin. We like it here because it's quiet. We don't want any traffic on this road.
But with natural beauty comes developers with big plans, and inevitably traffic will come.
Town leaders have expressed optimism that this deal for this large project will go through. If it happens, groundbreaking is estimated for the spring of 2024.
8 months after a water crisis impacted tens of thousands of people in Buncombe County, the city of Asheville is still facing questions about how it will handle future emergencies.
As News 13's Ed Diorio reports, multiple department heads came together tonight to assure city leaders that a plan is in place.
There were 16 total recommendations from the Independent Review Committee's report to Asheville City Council regarding the water outages last December. Among those 16 recommendations, council and all other city departments have one common goal: improving the emergency operations plan.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council.
A new EOP was due, as the last time it was updated was 2008. The plan that began back in January has already seen all city departments go through multiple training sessions on the latest guidelines for handling emergencies, such as December's water outages.
I would say that we're probably under a new normal now than we were then, right? After going through some of the disasters we've gone through, as well as a pandemic. And so taking advantage of all the lessons learned from all of those incidents, we've been fortunate enough to put them in the new emergency operations plan.
But the training won't stop for a while. This is to avoid some confusion that council and city offices saw 8 months ago.
We're going to be doing tabletop exercises quarterly to make sure that we have a good handle on this. People know what their positions are, what their responsibilities are.
Another recommendation discussed was that from the IRC was creating a public information officer position with the water department.
Just about how we respond, but it's also about how we communicate and making sure that everyone has that situational awareness and that common operating picture to make as informed decision as we can in the moment in which we need to make it.
The EOP will continue on with training as it has been for months. Now, the city offices and council feel more on the same page if and when another emergency comes around.
We've laid out a solid plan to enact, and I think we spoke to it in detail to give them confidence in us.
Now, the continuation to improve the EOP is a layered process. Some of the city departments are going to be taking more trainings as early as this fall, others coming further down the road.